Patreon.com/the Walk-Off Podcast. $4 a month gets you in there.
Let's talk Ricky Tiedemann. Let's talk the pitching lab. Now, I'd never even heard of the term pitching lab. We had Jeff Blair on the show about a month ago from Blair and Barker, and he brought up the pitching lab and that there's a little bit of a turn in the way the Blue Jays are developing their pitchers, which is that they are less focused on the in-game experience and getting those innings in the minor leagues, and they are more focused on developing a game plan, getting them feeling good with their pitches, and moving from there. Alek Manoah was the beginning of this experiment. You look at his minor league innings, he doesn't have a lot of them. Ricky Tiedemann, same thing. We watched him after his draft year go right into the complex. He did not go to the Florida Coast League right out of the bat. He ended the last month or two after the draft just in Florida, in Dunedin, at the complex, throwing and getting his feet wet. Last year, we watched him cruise through the minor league system. He finished at AA, right? Or did he actually wind up pitching a couple games in AAA at the end of the year?
I'll have a look here.
Yeah, I'll put you on the spot here. Now, I bring this up because it was just announced yesterday that Brandon Barriera, who on the Blue Jays top prospects ranks number 2 behind Ricky Tiedemann. He got a big boost. He was drafted last year. He did the exact same thing Ricky Tiedemann did the year before and was put into the Dunedin complex, get his feet wet, get comfortable with his pitches. He's going to start, and it was just announced that he's going to start with the Florida Coast League this spring. So we very well could see him follow the same trajectory as Ricky Tiedemann. I'll let you answer this question I sent.
Ricky Tiedemann pitched 6 games in Dunedin, 8 games in Vancouver, 4 games in New Hampshire. That was his career minor league record so far.
That's right. So they moved Tiedemann fast. Once he started dominating, they pushed him.
Yep. I
think we're going to see Brandon Barriera in a Canadiens jersey this season. I think we might even watch him do just like Ricky Tiedemann did. If he dominates, if he does well, I think we will see them push him maybe all the way to AA.
So the numbers for Ricky Tiedemann last year in Dunedin, 30 innings pitched. He had a whip of 0.8. Awesome. ERA of 1.8. Moved to Vancouver. ERA of 2.39. The whip went up a bit, but still 0.929. Amazing. And then with New Hampshire, ERA 2.45 and a whip of 0.818.
I think it's important to take into consideration what they're doing with these kids too, because Ricky Tiedemann, 20 years old, or did he just turn 21?
Ricky Tiedemann is 163 days away from his birthday, August 18th, 2002.
Okay.
He's 20 right now.
So he's 20.
Yes, he is 20.
Everyone listening is like, boy, these guys really could have done this, done all this research before they turned the mic on. No, not how we go. Ricky Tiedemann, 20 years old, was pushed as a young kid. So if you look at the general ages, right, the Florida Coast League, so low A is going to be the average age of around 21, 22. And then the same is going to go for high A. Once you hit double A, the average age is 24. So taking a kid who's 20 and making him feel comfortable with all his peers, letting him dominate for 30 innings, then moving him up to Vancouver, which is going to be the first taste of baseball with a crowd. Right? Every guy we talk to, Adam, they're always like, whenever you bring up, where's your favorite place to play in the minor leagues? They're always like, oh, well, Vancouver, obviously, Nat Bailey Stadium. It's 7,000 people come out on a Tuesday when you just get called up from Dunedin, where you are literally playing in front of 30 people, right? So Vancouver gives them a taste of playing baseball in front of people.
On rare occasions, they played college ball in front of like a real stadium full. They happen to go somewhere where baseball's big and the college supports it. otherwise, this is their first taste of
playing in
feels
front
like
of people.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, this is what Oakland experiences every day. You know, so that's pretty good.
7,000 people.
Yeah.
And then you push that 20-year-old out of his comfort zone now and put him in AA, where he's facing guys that are on the verge of either AAA or the bigs. And to see what they're doing with consistency, to watch them do this with Tiedemann and now with Barriera, like, it's kind of exciting, especially when you talk about the old adage of you don't want to waste bullets in the minor league. Everybody knows, and we're gonna knock on all the wood and put a voodoo hex out there against bad tacos. But it's, if you're a pitcher, it's just a countdown until you have an arm injury.
Yep.
Some guys are lucky and it's much closer to the end of their career, but I mean, we can count dozens of guys playing in the major leagues right now who have had 2 Tommy John surgeries. So having the Blue Jays take this new approach of getting these guys' arms ready, getting them feeling comfortable, and pushing them through the minor leagues a little bit quicker, especially with these top prospects that they've been drafting out of high school. Again, another little twist on their normal way of doing things with pitcher development, which was to go for the higher floor, right? Which is always a college pitcher because they've just got more experience. But Keegan Matheson on Monday talked about this with us, right? That they're going big game hunting when it comes to pitching. Yes, they are prepared to have those guys just fall right off, and maybe the floor isn't what you would hope, but they are going after the guys who just, there's something about them where if things pan out, the ceiling is high. Yep. And you got to love to see that.